My love of film really started with my father. I remember sitting down with him, watching things like Snow White, True Grit, and everything else in between. But for some reason, Red Dawn always stuck out with me. So let's talk about it. Red Dawn is a 1984 film starring Patrick Swayze, directed by John Milius. It is about a ragtag team of high schoolers who fight back against the invading forces at the start of World War III in a Soviet-occupied America. I must have been around 12 when I first saw this film, and I remember absolutely loving it at the time. Something about a group of high schoolers, who in retrospect weren't that much older than me, standing up for themselves has always appealed to me. And I think the concept of this film is one of its best parts. I think the film's pacing can come off as a little quick. We're pretty much introduced to the characters, they sit through half of a history class, and then they start fighting World War III. I just wish I had a little more time to get attached to some of these characters and see who they were before the war started so I could understand what it was they lost just a little bit more. But honestly, I'm not really sure that it's that kind of film. I think it's a little more focused on action, and if that's the case, good on them, because there's some pretty sweet action sequences in the film. You know what it comes down to? It's like this. Red Dawn is Rocky IV meets The Breakfast Club, and it's pretty great. Overall, is Red Dawn a great movie? No, not really. But it's a fun one that I would recommend to anyone who loves 80s action movies. I don't really know how much I like the idea of using a rating system. I think if you listen to the review, you have a good idea of how I feel about it. But since we live in the age we do, I think I'm going to give Red Dawn a B.